Happy Tuesday morning, cruisers. It is February 2nd, and I am your principal, Mr. Mosier, with the announcements for today. First, I want to start with some birthday shout-outs to Elicum and Celicum, as well as to Cameron. Happy birthday to all of you. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Also, today is the second day of February and the second day of Black History Month. We want to celebrate Lonnie Johnson today. If you've never heard of Lonnie Johnson, you've probably heard of some of his inventions. Lonnie Johnson is best known for inventing the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun, two important parts of my childhood. He holds over 120 patents. If you don't know what a patent is something that you get when you invent a product so that other people can't just steal your invention. If that's not impressive enough for you, Lonnie Johnson also worked as an engineer for the United States Air Force and helped to develop the stealth bomber. If you don't know what a stealth bomber is, obviously it's an aircraft that's used to bomb, but it's stealthy because of the angles of it. Radar can't pick it up, so that's why they call it the stealth bomber. So we want to celebrate Lonnie Johnson today. Additionally, I want to share with you some artwork that students created. Sally Kamara created this piece of artwork. She said, "I made this flower artwork to express the power of kindness. Kindness makes the world a better place." And I 100% agree with you, Sally. Thank you for sharing. Also want to share this with you from Lucius Justice from art class. You can see some Among Us characters in there as well. Some staff shout-outs. Miss Salome, you dominated the staff shout-outs part of today's announcements. A couple anonymous shout-outs, one of which says that Miss Salome, for helping me and other students catch up and just be funny and messing around with us when we have nothing to do. Another one says she is friendly and helpful and seems to care a lot about her students. And then Mirage gives a shout out to Miss Salome as well. She says she makes class easy. She goes out of her way to get stuff for you instead of telling you to do it yourself. And she is kind and a good teacher. So thank you, Mirage, for sharing that. Also, a shout out to Miss Hetke from Caleb Beckett. Says, I would like to give a shout out to Miss Hetke because she is always nice and as fun as possible. And that is from Caleb Beckett. So thank you guys for sharing those, and special shout out to Miss Salome dominating today. All right, remember, if you want to share those with us, you can send it to myself at chris.mosier@gocruisers.org, or you can send it to Mr. Bryson as well, cody.bryson@gocruisers.org. All right, just a reminder, all students are learning virtually on Thursday and Friday due to the COVID vaccine that staff is getting. Another reminder, the PBIS raffle for this week will be done on Friday. Things for raffling are a box of gum, not an individual package, but a box of gum. And then also a t-shirt, and that is students' choice as to which t-shirt they want to get. So yesterday, I shared this quote with you. It says, I don't know a single successful person that leaves their shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot. And I asked you to share with me what your thoughts were about this quote. And I was inundated. I probably got over a dozen messages from students about what they thought that it means. And I just wanted to pick out a couple, even though I could have picked out a whole lot more, that I thought were interesting. So we have one from Phoebe. She says, I think that the quote talks about effort. I think that it means when you take that cart back, you're putting in the effort to do it. Successful people put effort into doing things for a good outcome. And I definitely agree with you, Phoebe. Then we also had another student response, this one from Nair Gamble. She says, what this means to me is that successful people have been through the struggle and know the hard work and effort someone has to put into something. And as an example is the person that has to collect all the shopping carts and take them into the store for people to shop. People leaving them in the middle of the parking lot just makes it harder for them and puts a little more weight on their shoulders. So Nair is looking at it from the perspective of the person whose job it is to collect these shopping carts and give them and put them back in the store for other people to use them. And so it's actually good to help those people with their job instead of making their job more difficult. I'm very impressed by how many of you took the time to evaluate what this means to you. And I agree with both of those that I shared with you. I think about it as how lazy are you? If you're too lazy to put the shopping cart back, then you're probably too lazy to do the little other things that are going to make you successful in life. So going that extra step and doing the little things. A lot of times people focus on the big things, but doing the little things like putting a shopping cart back where it belongs can be a good indicator of what other little things you take care of. I hope that everyone has a terrific Tuesday. And as always, it is great to be a cruiser.